welcome to Moonday Messages, a new format that I have been thinking about it for a very long time. And I'm not gonna lie, I had some resistance around doing that because so many other beautiful people in the spiritual world, so many people that I know are doing card spreads and channeling messages for you. So I was like, do we really need more of that? But I feel like I can give it my twist and my energy, and specifically the human design lens on everything, because I have not seen anybody do that yet. So we're gonna dive into weekly messages, what the energy is, what we need to work on, how we can work with the energy, and we're also going to look into Oracle cards messages, what is coming through, channel messages. I'm going to use my Human Design Oracle deck for that. I'm so excited for this, and because of the resistance that I was feeling is why I decided I just want to have fun with it. So I bought this when I was in Egypt last year on my first retreat that I was doing there, and I have not yet worn this because I was like, it's so extra, it's so, even though I'm a Leo, I feel like there's still a little bit of resistance when it comes to expressing myself when it comes to fashion, which is really interesting. So this time I was like, let me embrace it, let me get ready, put some makeup on, dress the way I want to feel like, and I'm feeling it. It's coming, the energy is coming. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to tell you, so the format is going to be in the way that I will share with you what messages have I been receiving, what is going on in the ether, what is going on in the energy right now, then also a little bit out of the human design lens, and then we're going to confirm the message with the Oracle deck. Okay, so this goes for everyone, whatever star sign you are, whatever human design type you are. This is just the ongoing energy of the coming week. That's why these videos are always going to be dropped on Monday. If you would press the subscribe button and the like button and share to someone, that would be so helpful to grow this channel. And let's get into it. Okay, so the energy for the upcoming week is repetitive energy, things that you have been triggered by, things that have not worked out in your life in general, if it is around career, business, or if it's personal. It can be literally anything, but something that is coming up repeatedly that you need to approach from a different perspective. You need to approach from just a different way of handling this. Now it really is the time to look at reoccurring patterns, things that you don't like in your life and you don't want to repeat, from a different angle, and approach them in a different way. So not trying to find a solution the way you usually do, but allow yourself to get advice from other people, allow yourself to be inspired of how other people are handling these things. Get inspired by having downloads yourself, having new ideas of how to approach this problem, how to approach this thing in your life that you don't want to continuously have in your life anymore. Or maybe it's also a trait, maybe it's also based on a belief system, just something that you keep on doing, and you have a realization of this is just not working in that way. What is coming up for me when I talk about this is scrolling on social media. I think this is a huge thing right now for a lot of you guys, and that obviously is entertaining and can be great, and sometimes you just want to be in another zone, or we just want to be in that energy. But if it becomes a pattern and you do it just almost like a ritual every evening, before you go to bed, every morning after you wake up, first thing after you wake up, I feel like that is the kind of energy right now to just realize, even though it's entertaining, we really miss that moment where it moves into, it's just sucking out lifetime of you, right? Actual time, the time of your life is being sucked out of you by doing that on a continuous basis, specifically when it becomes a ritual. So when you're doing it at the same time every day, this is how it overtakes the power, because you're not in control anymore. It just happens. You grab your phone, you're on social media, right? So like your literal life force energy is being sucked out of you. That is what they're showing me right now. That is what I'm getting. So please find a way to interrupt that pattern, even if it's you not being able to interrupt it right away when it happens, and you just notice like 10 minutes in, you're like, fuck, I'm on my phone again, like what happened? Don't go into that, it's too late now anyways, I'm doing it anyways. But like, stand up, move your body. If you shake it, if you dance your body, if you move your body, you dance a little bit, right? Go out on a walk, go out on a walk with your dog. Whatever it is to bring movement into this energy that you feel in that moment can be so helpful to break that pattern. This is really where it comes in of like reoccurring emotions, create reoccurring thoughts create reoccurring behavior, and this will make you feel a type of way again, and then you start that cycle again. And this is how you create a pattern. This is how you create a cycle within your own behavior, and at some point it becomes so natural, so on autopilot, that you don't even notice doing it anymore. So this is what I'm getting right here. Please find a way to interrupt the cycle. Like, they're really showing me like an interruption energy of like just jumping off your bed or jumping off the chair or whatever you like, sitting or laying down to like be on social media. It doesn't even matter, but like just use interruptive action taking energy of just like actually create energy by jumping off, standing up, and be like, no, I'm not going to do this anymore. It's enough. Like, I want to create a new pattern. I want to create a new way. Okay, so this is what is coming up for me for some of you, but in general, it's just really patterns that we keep repeating, and we just do not get a different solution out of it. We do not get a different outcome out of it, or one that we would prefer to the one that we are actually being met with. Okay, so wherever that shows up in your life, it's time to look at it from a different perspective and make some changes, make some tweaks. Again, when you don't know how to do it, ask some friends, get advice. When it's like a thing that is very severe in your life, like book a session with a mentor, a coach, a spiritual advisor of your trust. I will love to guide you through it if you feel called to do it with me. But do something. Take aligned action against that pattern, against that cycle, so you can break it. Okay? So that is the energy. So now we're going to go into the Oracle deck to check the energy and to confirm it and see what else is coming up. This is my Human Design Oracle deck. If you're interested in getting one yourself, you can sign up in the link in the bio. There's going to be a link for the waitlist to know when it's going to be able to purchase it wherever you are. I am working on this behind the scenes, so the link is in the description of the video. Okay. So what else is it that we need to know for the upcoming week? What does the collective need to know for the upcoming week? Can we have some more tangible advice for this weekly topic that we are dealing with based on the energies? What else is it that we need to know, Spirit? Thank you. Something else. Thank you. Okay. Interesting. Okay, the cards that came out is really interesting, are right away confirming the entire message. We have balance. So the energy is you are off balance right now. You are off balance when it comes to you being in alignment with your energy. You are off your own balance, right? Like, you might have been going through some things right now. Maybe it's an energy that is like pulling on you a little bit. It's heavy. You don't know. Maybe I also feel confusion energy. So there might be actually you not knowing what next steps to take, and that has been like this for a little bit actually. Like I'm actually feeling a few weeks of you guys feeling a little bit off. Um, for some of you it's professional, for some of you it's in career, for some of you it's more of like a more personal energy, like the questions around purpose. What else am I here for? What do I want to share? How do I want to share it? What is my way of expressing that message, that purpose? Like that is the energy that I'm getting. So Spirit basically asks you, when I look also at the other cards, you also have woods, which is earth energy, grounding energy. So you are being asked to ground yourself so that you can rebalance. You're being asked to really tap into your energy and figure out what your body, your spirit, and your mind right now needs for all of these aspects of you to shift into balance again. Something is off. For some, it is the mental, for some, it is the spirit, for some, it is the body, for some, it is all three. But it is because you are focusing too much on the outer energy of what life is presenting you with, that is basically just the answer towards the imbalance you have been feeling for a while in your body. Come on now. Okay, we're getting the message now. So for a little while, you have been feeling off, and now life is reflecting that back to you so that you start changing that pattern, so that you start changing your ways in that area that you dislike, that feels off, right? So it is important to get back into balance. It's important to get back into balance. And one of the things how you can do that is actually grounding yourself, right? Like go outside, be in the woods, be in nature wherever you are. For me, it's more jungle vibes over here, like you guys know. But put your feet in grass, touch a tree, hug a tree. What I'm doing here, because there are no like real trees like we know it in Europe or also in America or wherever you're from, because it's such a tropical island here, there are way more plants and not so many trees. And if there are trees, they're palm trees. So it's a whole different dimension also. Like you can't hug a palm tree, obviously, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult. And they're not always that accessible because they're just out in some fields that you see or whatever. So what I'm doing is I'm just walking past the plants and I just touch the leaves. I just touch the leaves, touch the plants, let them talk to me almost, right? Like it helps me to ground my thoughts. It helps me to rebalance whatever is in imbalance, specifically in the morning when I walk. MJ, this is what I'm doing. So like this is what Spirit is asking for you of you right now. Like get back into grounding so that you can rebalance yourself, so that you can get back to clarity, right? And then what is being asked of you is action taking. We have the desert here, which is fire energy. You are being asked to take aligned action. It's important that these things that you want to usher into your life is backed by aligned action. Yes, you know, almost I would say with every new project that you want to start, 80% is the mental, 80% is the mind, right? Meaning whatever you feed your mind, this brings me back to the social media and the scrolling and that too much. Whatever you feed your mind is either going to help you to progress in the situation that you are in, the problem that you are facing, the stagnancy that you are facing, or it's actually keeping you in a loop to continue doing the same shit over and over and over again and not taking action. Okay, so that's what I'm getting right now. So like a lot of you actually have, not a lot of you, but a few of you actually have like created like an actual addiction around social media. And I get it, I've been there, and you know, like there are days where that is the case for me as well, of just like doom scrolling and not stopping, hence the last post that I did the other day where that was coming up for me as well. So it is important for you to come back into yourself, because you are being fed and consume so much of other people's content, so much of other people's things and ideas. And you know, when it's like something beneficial, like a video like you helping you to, a video like this helping you to get back into the energy, that's a different story. But also don't overdo this, including my videos, right? Like you have to also find a way to tap into yourself. But I mean all of these entertainment things on social media. Memes are funny, memes are great, you know, like take some time out of the day if that is what you are enjoying and that actually like lifts your mood for a moment, but like just don't overdo it. Like there's a level of like I'm actually gaining something from this, and then it flips into that energy is being taken away from me because your attention is being taken away from you, because your attention is the highest currency that you have, your attention. That's why the government is playing with your attention in so many different ways, with new music, with new movies, with I don't know, the Met Gala, with scandals, with all of these things, right? Fear mongering, all of these things. And now with social media, it's hopefully better content that you're consuming, because obviously you can manipulate the algorithm as well by looking for some specific things and getting more into these things. So like you can have a positive energy from consuming social media if you are actually feeding yourself, if you're actually learning something, right? So don't get me wrong when it comes to this. It's just really, I don't even have to tell you, you know exactly what I'm talking about is what they're telling me right now. Like you know exactly the people that are doing it too much and losing themselves in social media. They are either triggered right now and be like, Rich, I don't want to look at this, don't tell me that, and you don't want to watch that video or whatever. Or you're actually like, damn, like she's right, I need to change this. So, you know, everyone knows already. You know exactly who I'm talking to right now. But it is important to rebalance yourself, even if for the people that it's where it's not about the social media. I don't know why they are bringing the social media back. So maybe it's actually more people than I thought they are. But every other pattern here, that message is for you as well, right? Like it's important to get into rebalancing yourself by grounding, right? Dancing can be grounding too. Sitting on the floor, like movement on the floor within dance can also be very grounding. It can also be like just dancing the way you normally would dance. Like whatever is getting you back into your body, you starting to feel your body, feel the sensations in your body, actually like maybe even touch yourself when you move your body a little bit to just like get back into it. Because again, your life force energy is going into the wrong direction when you are repeating patterns that are not for your greater good, right? So that's why ground yourself so that you are able to get back into action taking. And then what we also have right here is the projector card. So when you know that human design has different energy types and projector is one of them, you maybe are a projector. So maybe that resonates with you even more, but it's not just for the projectors here. What the card really indicates is that you are supposed to embody more of the projector energy. You are supposed to be a leader. You are a leader. You already are. You just have to step into it. You are here to show other people the way in connected to your purpose, whatever it is that you are following, whatever it is career-wise that you chose, or whatever it is that you are still figuring out. You are meant to lead in that area. Okay, you're being called to be a guide for others, because projectors are the guides to society. Projectors are the ones that help specifically the generators and the manifesting generators to be guided into the right direction, because projectors are laser focused. They have this ability to stick with one thing for a longer period of time and are able to be very efficient in, you know, answering towards that thing that they have been focusing on. So like when you are studying something new that you want to do, something new that you want to implement into your career, for example, and you're getting into it and you're studying it, being very laser focused, and then in an efficient way apply it to your life. That is what you are being asked of right now, because you are meant to be the leader, right? And trust that you are here and have like these abilities. Trust that they are within you. Maybe there's a course or there's a coaching that you want to do first to figure this out and get into it. Maybe you're still in the middle of studying it right now, so like it takes you a moment, but this message then is for you to now start taking action, even if it's just you talking about it on your social media, talking about it in your blog, talking about it in whatever, your newsletter, that is something that you are working towards, to just like tease it a little bit, talk to people about it, make it real, because that also like will ask of your accountability when you do these little things, like like announce things, not necessarily when they are all planned out, when they are all ready and done to be out there. It's also okay to announce it and talk about it and say like, hey, I'm working on this, but I want you to get excited because I'm excited, right? So that is the energy that I'm getting here as well. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the card of community. This is so interesting. Like, the cards are really confirming the message that I was getting, that if it's difficult for you to figure out what next step to take, ask your friends. Let yourself be held by your community. Ask for help. That's okay. That's a thing that I have been struggling with as well, and I know a lot of you do too. Asking for help is scary, because that would mean you need to show that there's something that you haven't figured out, and maybe you have a I'm not good enough wound, or I was abandoned as a child core wound, or anything around that. So it's difficult for you to ask for help because you don't want to be seen as someone that is not good enough, as someone that hasn't figured it all out, as someone that is inadequate, as someone that is not up to date, that is not as good as the people, I don't know, they are watching. Whatever it is that you feel around that energy, let that shit go. Let that shit go. No one, wherever they are in their life, when it comes to career or personal life, whatever they have achieved, they did not do it alone. They had community, they had family, they had friends that helped them when they were in need. And it's because these people figured out to ask for help. Okay? I didn't know that this is going to get like such a coaching energy right now, but that is what is coming through. So the community is really that energy of you being also able to be the networker. Use your community, use the people that you know that have things figured out or did these things before you, or maybe have some more insight in some specific topics, even though they are not doing it themselves, but they're just very knowledgeable about these things. Like, pick their brain, ask them, get into conversation. That is also action taking, right? If you're not quite there yet to actually put something out there or announce something, then talk about it with the first circle of your suicidal circle, like your friends, the closest ones. And then like each step, allow yourself to stretch yourself a little bit more to talk to other people that are around you but that you are not so close to, and pick their brain, or just share it, right? Put it out there, make it real. So that's what I'm getting. And the card right underneath that is the abundance card. Baby, come on, it is time. It is time for you to step into that thing that you have been wanting to do. I'm talking to myself right now as well. I'm in a very transitional phase myself, hence all of this. But it's such a beautiful space to be when you allow yourself to get out of that stagnancy energy, get out of that rut that you created, when we're really honest, that you created for yourself, and step out by asking for help, by rebalancing yourself, by grounding yourself, by taking action, by stepping more into the leading position, by asking for help, right? Like, all of this is you getting closer to that version of yourself that you want to become. Okay, so, and that will lead to abundance. It is time for you to step into the energy that you are made to be in this lifetime. Oh, I love this. You are worthy of it all. That energy, that thing that you want to embody, that job that you want to do, that career that you want to start, that personal life goal that you have that you want to achieve, all of the things. It is time for you to take a step into it. Some of you have not even started, so that's why it's coming through this rebalancing yourself, like getting into this, or you have started but you are in a rut right now because you're also in a transitional phase, because you're changing something in your career, you're changing something in your personal life, whatever it is, right? It needs recalibration of our energy before we can move into it, right? The things outside of ourselves will only materialize when we have embodied and stepped into the energy internally. So that is what you are being asked for. You need to step into this energy internally so that it can come up and manifest itself in your outer reality. Okay, so it really is time for you to take action. Rebalance yourself, come back to yourself, and then take the action. And if you don't know all of the answers, get into your community. They got you. Okay, I'm so happy that the abundance card came out here as well, because that obviously is a little bit of an energy to create motivation, right? And sometimes that's exactly what we need, specifically when we are in a rut, specifically when we are in a pattern that we don't seem to be able to break, like being too much on social media. Again, they're bringing this up, so it might actually be a huge thing right now. Okay, so we had like so many astrological events in the last few months, including now. There's a lot of things going on still. The closer and closer we are getting into the age of Aquarius, and the closer and closer we are getting to the human design shift in 2027, the more we will be helped and supported with the realm up there, with, in that case, astrological events that help to trigger us so that we are being nudged into the right direction, onto the right path. The closer we are getting to 2027 and the deeper we are going into age in Aquarius, the more help we will get, but also the more uncomfortable it will get if you resist that energy, if you resist that change, right? Like, it is time to take action. It is time to embody that energy. You are really being called to do this thing that you want to do, right? Like, and when you have difficulty figuring out what it is that you want to do, again, ask for help. And when I say community, I don't just mean family, friends in your community, but maybe professional help. Get a coach, get into it, right? Like, I have a new offering actually that I haven't launched and announced yet, but it is soul aligned business coaching. So at the moment, it is a 3-session bundle coaching experience to get you into, or to give you a glimpse to figure out what it is that you are supposed to do based on many different tools, like human design, astrology. My psychic gifts will come through. They just confirmed that for me right now. So there's a lot of different things that I am taking from to help you, guide you into it. And I chose to have it as like a try out experience, to have like 3 sessions for now, so that you can see what is coming up and feel into if that's right for you. And then if you want to continue, it's going to be several weeks, and I'm going to guide you from the finding out about the idea of your soul aligned business into actually getting into being ready energetically to launch it, to get to work, to do it, right? So I just want to make it clear, it's not a business coaching per se of like me showing you tools or how to launch or what website to use or strategies or whatever. No, it's going to be the energetic side. It's going to be the 80% where you have to set your mind straight and your energy straight to be able to step out of limiting beliefs and into the energy so that you can embody that business, that career that you want to get into. So, side note, right? So if that is a thing that you're interested in, that is an offering now. So whatever it is that you need help with, don't shy away to ask for help, right? Including coaching, including professional help. But maybe it just needs a conversation with a friend also, right? So like, don't be afraid to ask for help, okay? So that is really the message right now for the upcoming week. So I want you some tangible steps. Go outside, ground yourself, dance, feel your body, get into your body. Maybe sensations and feelings are coming up that need to be released. Do that. Release these emotions. Allow yourself to feel them. Allow yourself for the tears to come up. Allow yourself for the screams to come up. Whatever it is that you need to express and let out and release, allow yourself to do so. Feel your body, ground yourself, get back into balance, and then start taking action towards that thing. Okay, so that is a weekly update. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. I'm excited to continuously give you these weekly messages, and let's see where it goes. I feel like there might be like some more videos that are coming as well around that topic, but we're going to start here. So thank you so much. Please again subscribe, like, and send it to a friend, so to help me to grow that channel, because I really want to make this a beautiful community to receive these messages, so that you can really move into the week in the prepared in the best way. That's basically what it is. Okay, so thank you so much, and join me next week.